Sometimes I get in my little bubble. The only people I talk to are close friends that are on the grind and people in my Discord chat that are like constantly trying to find new ways to better themselves. As wise and as smart as some of you see me, I am very forgetful sometimes. And one of the things I tend to forget is that there are a large proportion of men out there that are not on their grind. I forget that these type of men, these little boys exist out here. The same little boys that will judge another man for being extremely successful, calling him lucky, saying that he got a handout, when in all actuality, the person they're hating on did all the work that that individual refused to do. Go work out, eat better, read a book. Stop wasting time watching YouTube. Stop wasting time playing video games if you ain't getting paid for it. Now, if that's part of your life's purpose and you're a streamer or something like that, and you're making some bread and you're entertaining the masses, then, hey, do your thing. But I'm talking about a whole bunch of people that are simply wasting time. And then if it ever comes across their mind to do some self-reflection, they realize, man, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. And some of these people automatically quit before they even get started. I forget these people exist sometimes. I do. I operate from a different frequency. If you are a lazy, good-for-nothing, sad sack victim, I have no room for you in my life. I have no room for you in my circle. I have no room for you in my existence. And that might sound like I'm being a hard ass, but I treat people the way I treat myself. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you that have been watching my channel for a while, you know sometimes I'm a little too hard on myself. But hey, I'd rather be too hard on myself than too lackadaisical where I become a fat, lazy, crybaby slob. The reason why I'm on this energy is because I was honestly disgusted by the behavior of just a small handful of men, but still, it reminded me that these people are out here. That's why I started talking so much about the semen retention stuff, because that helped me help especially the young men out there see that there's another way to success, another way to self-fulfillment, accomplishment, feeling good in your own skin, in your own body, realizing that you don't need anything external to validate who you are as a man, right? There was this video where it was a young lady, and she couldn't have been over 21, mind you. Like, I'll give her 20, 20, 21, something like that. A young girl. That's a girl. And of course, she's out here spouting on the internet saying that we don't need men. Men, if men would just disappear, the world would be a better place. All the. And at first, I was just like, look at this chick. But I was like, you know what? Let me peep the comments real quick. And you start scrolling through the comments, and some people, of course, there were some men that had some balanced, level-headed, comments. But, oh my God, did that video expose some of you men? Men. It exposed y'all. Man, that's why you ugly. Man, that's why you got a big-ass forehead. Oh, you ain't never gonna get a man because you're worthless. Women are so stupid. Blah, 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 blah. And all I'm doing is sit here scrolling. I'm getting more and more disgusted with men. I'm like, wait a minute, because I can almost guarantee some of y'all, I actually clicked on a couple people's channels, and they're subscribed to alpha male channels, these red pill podcasts, fresh and fits, and all that type of stuff. And I see that you are a man that cannot practice discernment. This is why I preach so heavily against the red pill and the manosphere. Yes, very, very briefly, and I have to use some of y'all's terminology because I don't like to use these words. But if you are a so-called beta male or a simp, then yes, the red pill content, manosphere content is very good to lift you out of the darkness. There's -1 where some of y'all reside, 0, which just means balanced, and then there's 1, where this is like you've embraced your masculinity, right? Some of y'all are stuck in -1, and red pill gets you from -1 to 0. It's up to you, the individual man that has to face the consequences of your actions, the things that you say and do towards women. It's like it's up to you to get to +1, to become the man that you are supposed to be. A lot of you copy and regurgitate the rhetoric that these dudes out here be talking about. It's like, oh, I'm a high value man because I do this. And then let's just call you Timmy. Timmy be over here, I'm a high value man because I do this. So you let some other man define you. And that's what makes you a real man. Please make that make sense to me. And then, oh my God, and I take personal offense to this, and I think for those of you that, understand my character, it's just like when all these Sigma male channels and all these Sigma male channels copy other Sigma male channels, I'm like, What is that? What is that even? I'm a Sigma male, just like an alpha male. If you have to announce it to the world, you probably ain't it, chief. You know? But going back to my point before I go off on super tangent mode, when I saw all these men going out of their way to comment this negative stuff to some little girl on the internet, these are the same type of dudes that think that they're deserving of the best type of woman. So wait, let me get this straight, guys. Huddle up real quick, gentlemen. Let me get this straight. Men are the stoic ones, the emotionally stable ones, just using the terminology. Ladies, don't get mad at me. I'm just, I'm bringing this in. Men are the emotionally stable ones, and women are the emotional ones. But yet, you being this alpha sigma male, this tough guy that deserves the best, the creme de la creme of women, have women on your dick, women hanging off your arms and all that type of stuff. But yet some random girl on the internet, and she emotionally bothered you that much. You don't even know this girl, but she emotionally bothered you that much that you had to go out of your way to get back at this girl in the comment sections of a YouTube video. Like, when I get out of my cave sometimes and I see the state of the world sometimes, I'd be like, there's so much work to be done. And at one point, I felt like it was my job to do it, and it still might be. But right now, I'm on my God arc. For those of you who've been watching my previous videos, like I reconnected with God, so much more makes sense to me, to the point that, once again, as I stated before, some of these conversations I feel are beneath me. But at the same time, if it's beneath me, it should be easy for me to help some of y'all see the light. Men are not supposed to get so emotionally bothered, especially damn Skippy, when it comes to random stuff on the internet. You're a high-value male, right? So if we're using universal principles, then if you're a high-value male, then you should be attracting high-value women. And where attention goes, energy goes. But wait, you're a high-value man. Why are you giving all of your attention to these quote-quote low-quality women? Why are you being shaken out of your masculine frame over a woman that you probably never even meet in your lifetime? Why do you let other men do the thinking for you? Now, of course, we all have mentors. We all have guidance. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying that this person said this and you didn't even think about how to apply that in your life. You just said, oh, he's rich, he's successful, he gets girls, I'm going to copy him. What? That's why I'm so against some of this stuff, because I'm like, yeah, you're rich. Yeah, you're successful. Yeah, you got some traits that I would like to adopt myself. But nah, pimp, that won't it. Nope, I don't agree with that either. You may be right about that in your way, but I'm going to find another answer, because that one doesn't fit with me. This is a problem with male and females, especially the young men and young women. But, with people in general, focusing on men specifically, it's like some of y'all don't know yourselves. Some of y'all think that it's the external things that bring you value, and I believe it's the complete opposite. Y'all know I teach that the mind creates everything. Who you are on the inside is what will be reflected. Some of the people wearing the big ass name brand glasses that cover up half their face, this name brand clothes, they're flexing about how much stuff costs. Number one, you're telling people how much you're worth, so if they see you in public, they can just rob your ass. So you already playing dumb. And secondly, I realized that if you got stripped down butt ass naked, you would have no value. None whatsoever. Think about it. If these people didn't have these cars, didn't have these clothes, didn't have the ain't shit Aunt Booty Queen IG models like trying to get like a quick lick off of them, they would have nothing to offer the world. They wouldn't even be talking to people with the same energy. Just imagine Rick Ross, right? Rick Ross bragging in all his thing that he got $20,000 chandeliers, 60,000 houses, a toilet that's worth more than your life. Cool. But how big and boastful was he when he was a parole officer? Was he talking all that shit then? You see? Now, once again, I'm not hating on the grind, but I just had to give the example. Once you're a celebrity, you're kind of just open to this type of stuff. But that's just the way I be seeing things. We got so many young men that are being guided at first, and because I truly do believe that Red Pill and Manosphere content started off with the attention. When they were a small channel, they just wanted to expose the nature of some women. Okay, fine. But then it's just but then they started to get bigger and bigger. More and more people started to engage with them. They started to do this type of stuff, and then they just started to go off track. Because I want to give y'all the formula. Go look at the Fresh and Fits. Go look at what's the one with that like pasty, like the pale white dude. It's like it's an all white background. Like the normal dudes podcast is the nobody podcast, something to that effect. But nevertheless, the formula is go get a whole bunch of dumb, young IG models and OnlyFans girls and try to have a high level conversation with them so you can get clicks. So what did they do here? They got pretty women. They got more than likely, there's a couple of chicks up there that, have their titties out. And what's that going to do? It's going to make your horny ass click on the video. And then what they do is they find a whole bunch of women that cannot properly articulate themselves. And most of them are emotionally immature. So a lot of young men especially are going to go out thinking that this is all the women because that's all they watch. They see a man completely dominating a woman in an argument, in a philosophical argument. Philosophical, whatever, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? And then you see women just saying some stupid shit because they never had to think about this because their prettiness has carried them through life thus far. Tell me where I'm wrong. I get it. Some of them have, real in-depth conversations. But the more I see it, it's like I just see a lot of people projecting their pain and their traumas on the other sex. That's why I'm so vocal against the end of the battle of the sexes. There's so much more important shit that we could be worried about. And you're just worried about some chick and some dude that you'll never meet in your life. I can't believe Kevin Samuel said that. Why he do that? Oh my God, I can't believe the stupid bimbo thinks that $200,000 a year is minimum wage. I can't believe that. You do realize both sides can be delusional, right? So if you were the man that you claim to be, shouldn't you be smart enough to see through this? Shouldn't you be, cognizant enough to be like, okay, maybe what this guy is telling me is right for his life, but his life is not my life. And if I start acting like him, I have to face the consequences of the bullshit that he's telling young men. I always tell y'all to learn yourself first. If you want to run around talking to women like that, hey, that's on you, pimp. But one of the things that you have to notice is, especially with men that talk about how many women they get. Yo, I got hoes, bro. I'm in a different chick every night. If you want to be like that, you got to do this. You got to talk to them like this. Okay. How many of those women stay, or let me emphasize and clarify, want to stay long term? They might want to date them. They might want to be around them, get some Instagram pictures, get some trips paid for. But even a woman, especially a woman that knows her value, will not tolerate being spoken to like that. Hey, bitch, go do this. Hey, you stupid whore. Blah, 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 blah. You're worthless. That's abuse. That's verbal abuse, my guy. And if you have to keep your foot on your girl's neck to keep her in power, or to keep her around you, that means you're exercising power and authority in the worst way possible. You want a woman to submit to you, but you want to beat your women into submission. Hopefully not physically, because then I feel like most men would step up and beat your ass. But you have to verbally trying to get in their heads and try to dominate them and control every single aspect. That just only exposes how insecure you are. That's all it is. For example, it's like I'm very confident when I walk, when I have my parents' dogs and I take one of my dogs for a walk. And I don't even put him on a leash because he's going to walk right next to me. He wants to be there. He'll take a couple steps, turn around and look at me because he loves me. I'm like, oh man, look at this. But how much control do you have over your dog? I know a lot of women are going to say you're controlling women, comparing women to dogs. That's not what I'm saying. But anyway, for those of you that are up here with me, it's just but then if you have a dog that's rambunctious, out of control and you can't trust it off his leash, then you have to restrain it. You have to hold it back. You have to use physical force to keep it there. Okay? Look at relationships, male or female, it doesn't matter. It's like if the people want to be there, they will go out of their way to make an effort to prove to you that you are worth being in there, or they are worth being in your life, and vice versa. A lot of y'all be like, what do women do? What do women bring to the table? Blah, 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 blah. And yes, admittedly, ladies, let's bring it in, ladies. Guys, hold on 1 second. Ladies, come here. I am the table is not a proper answer. I just had to say that. I had to be very clear with that. The table's already there. What did you bring? I bring the table. That's not an answer. Anyway, but you're expecting these women to come through, and some of y'all want mommies, bro. You want women to cook, clean, and all this type of stuff, but then you want a woman that has to deal with your emotions. That's what moms do, bro. And I'm not saying you can't be open and vulnerable with your woman, as you should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be wanting mommies. You want a woman that cooks, cleans after you, waiting on you hand and foot, asking you if you okay, kissing your boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's just the weirdest stuff. But then if the woman actually, starts to act like a woman and she vocalizes some things that she would like to see changed in you or ways that you can better yourself, then you start to get all butthurt. Man, what you mean? Oh, no, you're my woman. You're not allowed to talk to me like that. Bam. I be seeing this stuff, and it be some of these so-called tough guys. Just like this one dude in particular. I don't know his name. I didn't bother to remember, but he always wears glasses indoors. And y'all know my rule. I will never do business, and I don't even want to sit in the same room as someone that's wearing shades indoors, unless you have a condition. If you got a condition, okay, whatever. But if you just think that makes you cool and this and that, and I can't see you eye to eye, I can't look you in the eye when we're speaking, nah, bro, what you hiding from? Why are you putting a physical layer between me and you? What are you hiding? Oh, you think I'm going to expose you? You see what I'm saying? I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Men have to hold men accountable. And the funny thing is, we also live in this world. If women were to do the women version of this and women holding women accountable, men holding men accountable, women holding women accountable, we get called pick-me's. Like the pick-me dude, the pick-me chick. Oh, look at her thinking she's better because she's understanding men and what men actually want. Screw this, where she a pick-me bitch.
Man, look at this dude, man. He trying to be all acting like he on the women's side because he trying to get some chick's approval and shit. Look at this dude. Look at this simp-ass dude right here.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, but tell me where I'm wrong, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Get slick with the lip. I may mistake like one little thing here and there, but like overall, ain't I on the right track? So sometimes, man, when it comes to holding men accountable, especially on the internet, some of you young men especially that grew up with the internet in your face, you need to remember that anything that you put on the internet is forever. Just assume that. And then some of these comments can come back to bite you in the ass. Sometimes you'll be thinking about, damn, why did I leave that comment? Damn, why did I say that? You know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all know that you said some stupid shit. Some of y'all watching this video know that you actually went out of your way to call somebody a simp online. You see what I'm saying? Why? We need to hold each other accountable, but if you are the man that you are, hold your men accountable as a man. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all think y'all deserving of the best women in the world. Some of you think you're deserving of women, the queens, the goddesses. Y'all know my breakdown. Boys, men, kings, gods. For females, it's girls, women, queens, goddesses. That has yet to change. Now, some of you little boys out there think you're deserving of goddesses. Does that even make sense? She will step on you and smell pussy from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? She will know that you have no masculine essence. She will know that you are a weak man. And if push comes to shove, you're going to be the one running, or you're going to be one holding the woman in front of you. They know this. So how about you stay in the sandbox. If you little boys and little girls, y'all stay in the sandbox. Let the real men, the real women be up here. Let the kings and the queens be up here. Let the gods and the goddesses be up here. That's all I got. Till the next one.